Indoctrination, the opposite of wisdom. From an early age, children in the energy extraction matrix are indoctrinated through schooling. If you think about it, it's insane to keep a child inside, away from the natural gifts of this realm: the sun, the grass, the dirt, the trees, the animals. Instead of connecting with the abundant energies around, children devolve from automatically curious and expressive beings into sitting face down, staring at a textbook on a desk. The goal of indoctrination is to stifle creativity and thus meaningful change. We're given lies about history, our earth, health, what it means to be human. We're given a one-dimensional view of the world that holds no magic in it at all. This shuts off our intuition, something during the awakening process we have to relearn to listen to. The idea that one must take a child and form them through rigid subjects and studying is one based in scarcity, saying, if this child does not go through indoctrination, he or she will be less than capable of living a good life. And as we know, this, quote, good life is an existence intertwined within the energy extraction system. Instead of indoctrination, let's impart wisdom within our children. It is the duty of grown-ups to teach children what is valuable: emotional connection, creativity, listening to one's heart, being a force of expansion, having courage, being a reliable friend and lover. These are just as important as learning how numbers correspond to each other, or what happened in the past. In the new earth, we will discard the falsities of the education system, retain what is valuable, and merge it with experience, intuitive knowledge, and the desires of a child and how they want to organize their time. The fifth inversion is money, the opposite of gifting. Money goes hand in hand with debt, which goes hand in hand with scarcity. Most of all, money has perpetuated the cycle of materialism and fear consciousness within the collective. People structure their lives for money, and in turn, they become pawns for further energy extraction, ignoring their divinity and inner truth for dollar signs. We should be searching for the seeds of expansion all around us, for connectivity, but while we're in the rat race for money, it's impossible to fully find collective wholeness. Instead of realizing the inherent value and sacredness of everything around us, industries box up and sell resources for money. Instead of working with our environment, we toil against it in order to further achieve monetary gain. It's a self-perpetuating system of insanity. And then, instead of developing an intimate connection with the things in our lives, we simply become consumers of goods which quickly expire. In a system based in money, scarcity is felt widespread, and this perpetuates crime. Crime is only the result of a society that feels they are not being taken care of. Money creates feelings of scarcity, which creates trauma, and this in turn instills people with the willingness to steal from each other, to hurt each other, all in the name of money. It seems like a huge hurdle to get over, but with focused intention, it's possible to shift our attitudes and actions to create a gift-based economy. We can come together in sustainable communities in which resources are shared and exchanged, not because there's a hierarchy demanding that happens, not because we feel forced to do so, but because we recognize the abundance in sharing. Instead of outsourcing the production of our food, clothing, shelter, etc., we can use our time, minds, and energy to learn the essence of fabric making, of sustainable agriculture, and overall using our surroundings in a meaningful way, without exploitation. Greed is so prevalent because, again, money leads to the idea of scarcity, It tells us that we must grab what we can while it's there, for our lives depend on these pieces of paper or electronic numbers. So the biggest hurdle people have in leaving the system is the fear of being penniless. Strength in numbers is so true in the context of shifting to a gift-based society. It cannot happen overnight, but with enough minds coming together, and it's already started happening around the world through eco-villages and the advent of the internet, we can let money expire, preventing the pooling of energy and thus providing abundance for everyone. So, the energy extraction matrix has taught us exactly what happens when we stray away from our divine wholeness. It is the opposite blueprint for the New Earth communities. So simply by inverting the already inverted system within our minds and hearts, we become that much closer to achieving widespread liberation.